The story headlines first. The educational facility of Ukraine military received Russian strike, many killed in central Ukraine. The boat of the migrants traveling in the English Channel capsized, 12 rendered dead. Mass prison break. In Democratic Republic of Congo, not less than 129 killed. Their petrol is arriving at filling stations in 2 days' time. Nigeria, Dangote. England-wide ball head coach appointment, Mike Cullum. We'll return in a moment with the full stories. Tales of the news. The educational facility of Ukraine military received Russian strike, many killed in central Ukraine. As gathered in the report, a strike from Russia was released against a central educational facility of the military of Ukraine, and 49 people were killed, while 219 people sustained injuries. As an Ukrainian regional military official stated, he said the attack was one of the most destructive attacks since the beginning of the full-scale invasion of Moscow in the month of February of the year 2022. According to President Volodymyr Zelensky, and as reported, the information received through their investigation revealed two ballistic missiles were released on Tuesday into the city of Poltava, and it came over a nearby hospital. In his cry out to the world, as stated in the report, Zelensky asked those with the influence of Putin a stop to these terror attacks to do so quickly. He further stated, Ukraine is in need of the air defense system of operation, including missiles, to withstand this kind. According to report, Poltava Region Military Administration's head, Philip Pronin, made an announcement on the death toll on Telegram, making it known that those on rescue were still clearing and searching through the debris at the location of the event to see, as assumed, if the 18 people suspected as being under are there. As stated in the report, not less than 10 buildings occupied by people were brought down by the strike at the Educational Institution of the Military of Ukraine. Though Moscow has now reacted to the attack, but a Russian military blogger, Vladimir Rogov, released the statement on Tuesday that a military school in Russia was struck. The boat of the migrants traveling in the English Channel capsized, 12 rendered dead. According to the report, 12 people could not survive in the boat, having migrant on atoll as it sinks and lost direction in the coast of Greece next. In the northern side of France on Tuesday, as the authorities of France relayed. As reported, close to 70 people came on board, as Voloxon Mayor Frederick Cuvelier also stated. The number of those on board could not be well accounted for. As reported, 65 people were rescued as notified by the Maritime Prefecture stated. Many are in serious condition, which demands a quick medical intervention. As stated in the report, the rescue operation has kicked off as 3 helicopters, 2 fishing vessels and 2 boats have been released into this nation. The Interior Minister of France, Gerard Damanin, was on scheduled visit to the place of occurrence on Tuesday. It was gathered to report the risk created by the small boat going through the English Channel has heightened in present time, having the dinghies and other small vessels in use to convey many people on the tour of getting asylum in UK. According to report, the happening made the Conservative government lose its political influence as the migrant rights group criticized its campaign against those seeking asylum. The incident on Tuesday is a new piece in the disastrous bundles of the occurrence in that channel. 6 people out of many were discovered dead, according to report, as the boat with many migrants capsized. Mass prison break in Democratic Republic of Congo, not less than 129 killed. As stated in the report, not less than 129 people died while making an attempt to escape en masse out of the largest Democratic Republic of Congo's prison. This is the most recent in the aggressive attacks of those in jail in the Central African nation. As reported, Many people in prison put in the effort to break out of the Makala Central Prison in the capital, Kinshasa, at about 2 o'clock in the morning, 9 p.m. of the local time, as gathered by the reporters in the statement of the Interior Minister, Jacquemin Shabanin Loko Bihango. According to report, the death toll is now 129, as it includes 24 that were killed by gunshot with prior warning. Some died by justly, some by suffocation, some used the chance on women as rape, while 59 people are now in medical care. As stated by a resident of Kinshasa, that is Soso, and as gathered in the report by the pressmen in France, gunfire was on ringing for a long period of time during the happening, and the vehicles of the security personnel were used in taking people out of the place. As recorded in the video and as reported by the news agency who gathered the news, the prison buildings were greatly damaged. Their petrol is arriving at filling stations in 2 days' time. Nigeria, Dangote. By the report gathered, the businessman Aliko Dangote unveiled the petrol produce of a 650,000 barrels daily refinery will arrive at various stations in the next 2 days. Has the necessary steps as highlighted in writing by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited have been taken. According to report, Dangote mentioned this on Tuesday at a briefing with the pressmen while letting out the information about the work at his refinery. He further stated their premium motor spirit is set to arrive at filling stations across Nigeria in the next 2 days, as it all depends on the NNPCL. While reacting to the question on the price of his own petrol, report stated his response as the price being the one to be determined by the Federal Executive Council, having President Tinubu as its head. According to Aliko Dangote, they are set for market transaction. England white ball head coach appointment, Mike Cullum. According to the statement by Brendan McCullum, his strength is valid for him to serve as the head coach for England's test and white ball teams. He will come into office as the head coach in charge of the white ball side coupled with the coach responsibility towards the test team, starting from January 2025, which falls to the time the white ball team will be on tour to India and out for the ICC Champions Trophy. As recorded, the contract of McCullum extends to year 2027. Marcus Dresser-Tick was presented as the interim head coach, patterned with the Australian and Caribbean tour. As gathered in report, Marcus said he is interested in making the most of his role, leaving any other decision aside as of having no tough plans. According to him, he is ready to welcome any challenge with excitement. These are the headlines of the news stories again. The educational facility of Ukraine military received Russian strike, many killed in central Ukraine. The boat of the migrants traveling in the English Channel capsized, 12 rendered dead. Mass prison break in Democratic Republic of Congo, not less than 129 killed. Their petrol is arriving at the filling stations in 2 days' time. Nigeria, Dangote. English white ball head coach appointment, Mike Cullum. Thank you for watching Nimrod Radio Worldnews this morning. My name is Bimpe Esan Adedeji. Enjoy the rest of your day.